First thing is write the objective for that unit. Write that single one objective. One or two because of the question that you raised. Write one or two. First write it. Then, now when I say analyze the performance of a transformer, calibrate the parameters of a transformer, design a transformer, I have got to check it. I have got to check it. See, when it comes to quality control, there is a management teacher here. Where is the management teacher? Huh? Who is the management teacher, sir? You, sir. These management people are so good at not managing themselves, therefore they will go and sit at the back. Okay, the management people, but I am surprised you take that position because you are supposed to be managing everybody including yourself. Both you are not doing. Anyway, you talk of quality control. I mean, engineers also talk of quality control. When it comes to quality control, I am sure you will agree with me that it is not only the final product whose quality is checked, correct? The quality of the final product is very, very important, is very, very crucial. But you check the quality at every stage. You check the quality at every stage. Similarly, here also, let us take each part of the content. Please read the content very carefully. The next slide is very, very important. What did I now say? For this particular content, I have written an objective. Should I write this only objective? No, you have given all those objectives. Understand, calibrate, design. You have given these objectives. Right? You are the owner of the objective. So don't ask me to write an objective for you and you teach it. No. If I am a teacher, I will do it. Now what I will do is, very carefully look at it. This is possibly the best way of writing an objective. Next you see, first look at the left hand side of the column. The left column, principal construction, EMF, transformers and no load, phasor diagram, equivalent circuit, regulation. Where did I get this from? See, there is nothing that I have written there. The only thing is, the one thing that is missing is purposes. I will tell you why I have left it out. So this is given. Now I take each part. For example, the first part is the principle of operation. For the content principle of operation, now I will write a measurable objective. Analyze the performance, calibrate the parameters, understand the working principles and design. These are all broad objectives. May not be easily measurable. Now I am writing for each content a measurable objective. For example, my first content is principle of operation. I will tell you why I have left out principle and purposes and things later. There are two objectives that I have written. Students will be able to explain the principles of, students will be able to state Faraday's law. There are two objectives that I have written. Both these objectives are achievable. They are measurable. Now, for example, how do I measure objective number 1? Now, you want to know whether a student can really do that explanation. How do you test it? Ask him a question. Written question, oral question, fill up the blank question, whatever question it is, you can ask him to do it. Now, even here, the first one, there are two objectives that are written. The second objective, what is it? State Faraday's law. is an objective at a very, very low level. It is a fact. Correct? It's a fact. If you have forgotten it, you have forgotten it. There is no intelligence that is required. The second objective is a part of the first objective, correct? Is a part of the first objective. Now, suppose you don't write the second objective. Will you lose anything? Nothing you will lose. Because without what that Faraday's law is, you will not be able to explain the principle of operation. Then, why did I write it? I wrote it because, Srinivasa, I wrote that second objective at a lower level because I have got students of my ability. I am a pretty fellow with a very poor ability. Now, if you have got students and abilities like Barki, you write an objective at a lower level so that at least that objective is achievable. That is what is meant by the word achievable objective. So I write that objective. Sir, I don't want to write that objective. Are you angry with me? No, I am not. I am not. So, you decide whether, see, state Faraday's law, the objective is nothing. I don't attach any meaning to it. I don't attach any meaning to it. But still I have written here to give that. Now I go to the second content. What is the second content? Constructional features. Now, I have written the objective. Students will, see, every time I write an objective, I will not forget student will be able to. That is my big mantra. Student will be able to draw a neat sketch of a transformer and label the parts. Students will be able to explain the features of a step-up transformer. Because I talk of the types of the transformers there, and in my class, I am going to only talk in terms of a step-up transformer. Now I write the word step-up transformer there. Suppose I was teaching the step-down transformer also, what would be my objective? Explain the features of the step-up and the step down. And if I am teaching, 1 minute, if I am teaching both step up and step down, can you give me one more objective? Go. The student will be able to distinguish between step up and step down. Student will be able to, discriminate is in English, it's not going to be appropriate. Distinguish between. So, the objectives will have to evolve out of the content you write. Okay. Similarly, the rest of the objectives are written. So for each content, there is no other better way of writing the objective than this, I tell you. People don't understand it. They just write, keep on writing learning outcomes, learning objectives. If I look at the learning outcomes, the learning objectives that are written, it is so incomplete. Every content that is included in the chapter must find an objective. If it does not find an objective, for example, there are two content which does not find objectives, correct? What are they? Purposes and types. You know why I have done it? I have left it out because transformer is a lesson which the student has learned right from class 0 to engineering college. Now, he already has learned the definition of a transformer. Why should I teach him again? Similarly, types, why should I bother about it? But when I am teaching in the class, I will start my class by saying, after all you have all seen transformers, the voltage variation is there. I want to have a 110 voltage system working with a 220, 240 system. Then what do I have to do? Or my computer can only work on 12 volts, but the input is 240 volts. Then if I plug in, what happens? My computer will explode or will burst away. So I need to bring in something which reduces the voltage. That is all I do, and then run away with my class. Instead of unnecessarily spending, have you seen a transformer? Has your father seen a transformer? You see, you go to the college, there is a transformer. This is how people talk. There is a transformer here. Have you seen it? And if I have an English teacher, she will take me to the transformer also. Therefore, you have to be careful in deciding that somebody said C language. Somebody said C language. In fact, I asked her, do you know, madam, that C language is taught in Inter? It is required for engineers to please take a look at the Inter book also, because many things that you are teaching is an extension of what happened. If they have already learned it there, make a reference and then pass it. So this is how I have written the objectives.
I have a doubt.
Yes, madam.
Can objective can be learning outcome?
They are the same. See, some people use the word objective, some people use the word outcome. Learning outcome, learning objective. Some people use the word performance outcome also. All these mean one and the same. They are the same. Why? What is the
But the thing is, I don't know why it has come. University people are writing objectives first and also outcomes. They are stating both.
I know the difficulty, sir. I know the difficulty. What is happening, unfortunately, in the way things are written, first you read the objectives and then the outcome, or the outcome and the objectives?
Objectives.
Okay. Then what they are doing is, you see, although what is done is not right, first let me explain my position, then I will come back to your question. Outcomes, objectives are one and the same. If you carefully look at the word outcome, it is what comes out of learning. What comes out of learning is his ability to analyze. What comes out of his learning is his ability to define. What comes out of learning is his ability to draw a sketch. But unfortunately, people seem to have not looked at what is referred to as a general objective. First outcome is written or objective is written? Okay. First, if you look at your syllabus, you see phrases like this. Correct? You see phrases like that. They call these as objectives. They call these as objectives. For example, all the four friends who said, for example, there was one gentleman who said, understand the working principles. Here another person said, calibrate the parameters. A third person said, design. Somebody said, analyze. All these are what are called general statements of objectives. They are general statements of objectives because you do not know how to assess them, how to measure them. These, unfortunately, are referred to as learning objectives in your syllabus. So, these are the learning objectives, and nobody gives you in detail these specific objectives or the learning outcomes. So, what I have written as specific objectives, you take it as learning outcome. What I gave you earlier, you take it as a learning objective. Okay. Learning objectives are given. For example, you have got, everybody has got a copy of the syllabus. Syllabus, does it give learning objectives? Learning objectives it gives? Okay. Now, please look at your syllabus. How many chapters are there? Probably, keep it. Now, please look at your syllabus. There are chapters, isn't it? 4, 5, 6, whatever it is. What is that Okay, what is that I am trying to tell you? For each for each topic, for each unit, for each chapter, I said you write an objective. Correct? If there are 5 chapters in your syllabus, are there 5 objectives given? That is the first issue there. That is the first issue. See, every topic has a purpose. The purpose of Unit 4 and the purpose of Unit 5 are not the same. Therefore, if there are 6 topics, you must have 6 objectives. Objective number 1 should be related to chapter number 1. Objective 2 to chapter 2. Objective 3 to chapter 3. That is not happening. That does not happen because many of these people have not understood the whole idea of writing the objectives at all. In fact, I am shocked. They try to ask you to match the POs and the POs and the COs and the LOs. What have those people done? No matching is done. Therefore, that is a lacuna. To you at least, friends, for every chapter that you teach, please write an objective, general objective, and then write these specific objectives. It gives you lots and lots of ideas you will find. In fact, it helps you in your teaching. If you carefully go back home and then think about what I said, you will now know that your whole approach to teaching will change. Because, for example, look at objective number 2, draw a neat sketch of a transformer I have given there. Now what does it tell you? It tells me as a teacher that when I go to the class, what should I do? I must draw a neat sketch of the transformer. Because you do what I do. Therefore, I must do that. Not only do I do that, I will carry a picture of a transformer. By taking the students to a transformer station, like my English teacher, they will not be able to draw, they will not be able to draw any sketch. Taking the students to a transformer station is for a different purpose. I will agree with her. But if my objective is to draw a neat sketch, I will take him to a transformer station, the fellow will come out with an outline of the transformer. Or like civil engineer, the fellow will come out with a third angle projection and a first angle projection, I don't know what angle projection he comes out with. Therefore, please write that. And then you will find that the whole approach to teaching changes. I will take another example. No, because I don't have time, I will not bother about it. Now what I thought we will do is, a little exercise we will do. What are the disciplines there? How many humanities inside? How many English people are there? Only 2. Okay. How many science people are there? Physics? Physics 3. Okay. Chemistry? Only 1. Mathematics? 1. These are the issues now. Civil engineer? Mechanical? Electrical? Okay. No. No, there are other disciplines also. I did not name them. Now what I would like you to do is, take any place here in this room. Rearrange your chairs. You sit in your department, in your discipline. Physics people will sit together. The I will tell you where mathematics can go because you are the only one person. Similarly, chemistry, you are the only one lady. Mechanical, how many people are there, sir? If there are more than 6 or 7 people, break into 2 groups. break into two groups. Chemistry people, chemistry person, which discipline it fits in?
Physics.
No, chemistry and physics are different. Into which engineering branch she can fit in? Mechanical, no. Okay, you join the civil group. You join the civil group. Mathematics, you join the either the triple E group or the ECE group. Computers, you have got it. Now, please realize yourself here, in this room. Do not have groups of more than 6-7 students. There, I want you to spend not more than 15 minutes. You decide as a group any one topic. Either it can be in your syllabus or you write your own topic. Doesn't matter. You write your own topic. Like for example, I wrote my topic for internet. You write your own topic. For that topic, write the content. You know what I mean by writing the content? Like purposes, dash types, dash operation, dash this. Write that. Don't write pages and pages after that. I am not asking you to write a lecture notes. Just the headings. And then this should not take more than 3-4 minutes. Then for that particular topic, please write a objective, like my analyze. And when you write the objective, first he will say, understand. Please find out if somebody can give a higher objective. Okay? Because the higher the objective is there, you write the better. Write an objective. And then for each content, write objectives like what I have done. I will give you 15 minutes and then I will ask you to come and make a presentation. Okay? Quickly reorganize yourselves. Now, some of you are completed. Let's look. Please listen. Some of you are completed, some of you are halfway through. But there is tremendous progress in the group. Because we want to have a discussion, let us stop wherever we are now. I know somebody has completed half. Doesn't matter. Now what I will do is, we will ask you to make a presentation. Come here, make a presentation. When you are presenting, when you are no, they are invited at the college days. When you make a presentation, please quickly read the content that you have chosen. Then please write that general objective of the book. Student will be able to. Then first we will discuss the general objective. Sometimes what would have happened is the general objective and the specific objectives are the learning objectives and the learning outcomes. She was saying, get it mixed up. We will discuss that. After all, one thing I want everybody to know is, writing the outcomes, the objective is not easy. Is not easy. Believe me when I say, I have yet to see somebody in this country who can write the objectives and the outcomes correctly. It is not easy. Because lots of thinking will have to go. And if you want to have a set of well-written outcomes and objectives, you must write, read, discuss, rewrite, keep on it. That is how it comes. Therefore, don't worry about it. That is the procedure we will adopt. Because if this is good for the first to complete, I will ask them to go and make a presentation. Because we are short of time, explanations will take a lot of time. Please do not give any explanation. First I said, please read the content.
My topic is interference. Interference. Okay. Topics are principle, coherent source, thin films, neutron rings, construction, basic principle of interferometers. These are the topics.
So we have clearly heard the topic. Now he will write the learning objective or the general objective. Don't take the objective. Just read the objective. Don't take general objective knowledge. We know the general objective unless you really want to contact. Even student will be able to, that also you don't have to write. Content you don't write. We have heard what is the possible objective? Okay. Naresh has written an objective. Is that one objective for the entire unit, Mr. Naresh? I don't know. I'm just asking. That is one thing. So, for the entire lesson on interference, this is the general objective, correct? Yes. Agreed? Madam, that is your learning objective. What she has now written is the learning objective. Anybody who wants to comment on that, she has written, analyze the construction and working principles of interferometers. Any comments?
In principle, we are not able to analyze.
Sir?
In principle.
In
principle, there is no chance to analyze.
No, that is general.
One minute.
A working principle instead of working is a working problem is
First year written that, but in general.
You have an issue there? Okay. Initially, analyze the construction and working principles of an interferometer. Or interferometer is the objective written. Now I will not take any comment on that. Because for the first time we are writing the objective, therefore our analysis let us very slowly and go on. Okay, now take the specific objectives. For each content we take the objective. Okay.